Aloha guys, this is Scuba Chris in his backyard. Early this morning I went out with my friend Wayne Choi to do some top water plugging. I was using this beautiful creature here. This is called the Ghost. This is a Shimano Orca. It's 1.6 ounces. Really good stock hooks. Orca is a great lure, and Shimano makes good products. I really like this one. I've got a few nice little trevallies with it, and this only weighs 1.6 ounces. Alrighty, so we go out, started whipping, all of a sudden, crack. My new, I got a Daiwa 10-foot coastal, okay? It's a 10-footer. Let me see, let me pull up the stats for you here. As you can see here in the stats, it's 10 foot, is rated for 1 to 4 ounces of weight, and the lure only weighs 1.6 ounces. And it cracked right here. Okay, you can see there's a tip. That's actually a lot of the tip that came off. And it didn't snag anything. I was using it at less than 50% of the rated load, and it cracked. Okay. I'm not gonna say it was bad manufacturing. Could have just been a heat processing glitch. Could have been anything. But I contacted Casey Yoern at Daiwa. Very nice gentleman. He said return the item. So today I'm going to return the item. He sent me the forms to fill out. I just had to scrounge up a box. I had bought this rod from Charlie's Fishing Supply here in Honolulu, Hawaii. They were nice enough to give me a mailer box to send the rod back in. So I'm gonna go send the rod back in, and let's see what's gonna happen here. This is a 10-footer. They said they don't make this one anymore. I don't know if they're gonna repair it or they're gonna send me maybe a comparable model, but let's see. Anything can happen, right? So let's see what they're gonna do. And we're gonna continue this video after I get my return item, and I'll let you know what happens, all right? Thanks, guys. Aloha, guys. I sent my Daiwa 10-foot rod back to the factory. See, that was the 14th of December. It was received 18th of December. Today's the 27th of December, and I just got a UPS delivery. That was fast. In less than 2 weeks during the busiest time of year, Christmas season, I got my replacement. So let's see what Daiwa is going to do. They had the option of either repairing the broken 10-foot rod or replacing it. So kind of curious to see what they did. All right. Let's see what this is. Okay. They replaced it. They sent me another 10-foot rod. You can see the stats right there. They sent me another 10-foot rod to replace the other one. Okay. If you remember, I told you that it broke using a 1.6 ounce surface plug. This is rated at 10 feet. It is rated for 1 to 4 ounces. So you would think that 1 to 4 ounces, medium rating. So given the fact that it did break already, I'm going to stay away from weights like that. I'm probably going to stick to more 2-1s or less than 1 ounce plugs, or I'm just going to use maybe lead eggs and some grubs on it just to stay away from that, because I don't want this to happen again. Now, what could have done that? There's a lot of different things. Anytime you deal with a factory rod, things like that happen. Okay, so let's see now. Alrighty. I bought 2 of these. I got the 10-footer and the 10.5. Well, actually 3, and the 11. The 11 I still have, that hasn't broken, but the 10 and the 10.5 has. All right. So now I get 2 of these. I get this one that came in. I'm more concerned about the top half. Now, what could have caused it to break? I've asked people to send me pictures. I got a lot of pictures and stories. The people that have actually caught fish with this, it never broke. Bringing in the fish, it only broke, 100% of them broke on the cast. Now, people who used up to the max rating on the weight had the breaks right here before the first guide. People like me that use this, about a foot down right here, see that? About a foot down, that's where it broke. So it depends what kind of loads you put on it. It's rated from 1 to 4, medium rating. Now, it could be a lot of reasons why, because it is a factory rod. They are rolling off a lot of rods to, this is a production company. One of the problems is it could have been that it has to be spine. The workers have to manually figure out where the spine is to get the correct load. And it's very, very hard to do that if you're rolling them out by the hundreds. So if it's not correctly spined, that would be the #1 problem of the rods snapping. Another problem too is when I looked at mine and other people's, especially when it broke just under the tip here, right from here to here, the rolled material wasn't that thick. It was unusually thin, but with the space age technology and materials used nowadays, it would probably hold up. I'm not too sure. This is all speculation. One of the odd things about this, now you notice they're using the low profile K guides, which is good for braid, but look at this, they're all facing that way, right? See that? This one's facing the opposite way. The first guide has been reversed. I don't know if that's done on purpose to maximize castability or lifting power, but it either breaks right before that or a foot off the tip. It might have something to do with it. Okay, another thing too, this is called a 30-70 split, which means is that the short end represents 30%. So you can maintain a lot of power on this, and the long end represents 70%. So we're gonna see how this one does. But I'd like to thank Daiwa. This is Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, and the person who's been helping me out, Casey, has wrote back to me and said Daiwa takes off this 1 week, but that means he did it on his own, that he must have his own station at home, and he's still communicating with me, which is really great. I'd like to thank Casey Yoern of Daiwa for helping me with my busted rod and returning it so fast within 2 weeks during the busiest time of year. That's very impressive. So I'm going to give this one a try, and I'd like to thank him very much for all the help he's given me. Thank you.